Well, it's episode 7. 7, right? 7? Yeah, I'll edit in if I'm wrong again. And we got the first snow of this year. This is Dunk's birthday. This is year 1. We're going on to almost to be year 2. We're at the first snow, so I need to start, putting in my anti-snow torches and maintaining these and all that sort of funness. Ooh, I honestly thought I'd be farther along by now. Ah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. And that goes there.
Okay, so we're gonna count sheep real quick because I've noticed something. So we got one, the ram. We got two, the 14 size female. We got three, the baby. Four, the baby. Where's my fifth? Where is my fifth? I'm confused. Just gonna increase the size of that on certain areas because maybe it jumps, maybe it didn't. I don't know at this point. I'm missing a sheep. And a jug also. Wow, today's just kept getting better. Okay, next on the to-do list is leave this area behind for a little bit. I need to grab probably some more food actually. But leave this area behind for a small amount of time, and we're gonna go and try and find some bismuth stone. I do have my prospect. Yeah, I do. Because next up on my list of 1,010 things that we should probably get going on and whatnot is going to be, yeah, that's good. Is going to be, oh, that's done. There we go. I'll fill it up in a little bit. Well, next up on it is going to be getting some bismuth bronze going. So as much as I love, these copper tools and whatnot, copper is kind of expensive. So your next question may be, well, if you're going to use 3 different metals because you need zinc, bismuth, and copper to make bismuth bronze, wouldn't that be more expensive? Well, it's more time consuming, definitely. I have to go and mine the bismuth, I have to mine the zinc, I have to mine the copper. But when you combine it all together, it's less resources each one. Because if I look at it, bismuth bronze, casting, alloying, 20% zinc, 10% bismuth, 50% copper, or some combination in the upper ranges also, right? So by doing that, I get better tools, faster tools, stronger tools that also are slightly cheaper. Not by much, but slightly. This is all working towards, hopefully, in the next few episodes, we can make it to the Iron Age. Because once we get iron, let me show you something. So once as we get iron, we can compress snow blocks into ice. When we do that, we have a water source we can take around with us. And that would really open up the create mod. Because then I don't have to go and find a water source that's substantially higher than what we have to go and make a whole setup, or take the water source we have right now and lower it using aqueducts, which I also have to find sand for, and I've yet to find sand and all this sort of stuff, right? We don't have to worry about any of that. We can just have water. Oh, nice. Found some copper. Yeah, so that's the goal. That is the thing that we're going to try and do. I'm going to collect some actual stones with me because I use those when trying to figure out where in the world this stuff is. So I'm going to continue walking and see you in a second. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to try and find traces, right? and I use these small little stones to mark it. So this is our first place right here. I chose this spot because there was a business bronze rock right there. Now we're going to go 10 in just a random direction. I'm going to choose this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's underwater, but that's okay. Traces. So I'm not going to continue that way. Okay? I'm going to go, say this way now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nothing. Now that could be a false, but it seems like it isn't. So what we're going to do now is walk our way back to the bismuth stone and try and find where it goes from nothing to traces. Because that's going to tell us the outer limit. So it could just be that that little stone I found was just as far out as possible, which it looks like it is. So this is the outer limit. So we're going to move this 10 blocks that way until it gets to medium, because I think it's going to be relatively somewhere over there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Traces again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Traces. I'm going to go 10 more this way, and then I'm going to start exploring that direction. Right? Got to get my bearings straight. Where was I again? Yeah, 10 more this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nothing. Walk this back. Looks like I went in the wrong direction. Traces. So it looks like from here to there, that is the edge. So it may be in this direction now. By doing this, I can figure that out really easily. And of course, I find the one that doesn't work with the trick that I was using. So I went in all 4 directions and only got traces. Now, wait one second. Let me explain this a little better. Okay, we're in the testing world to help explain this. So let's pretend like the green right here is dirt, the lime wool right here is stone, and the red wool is the actual ore we're searching for. So we see the bismuth right here. What normally happens is you look here, you grab it, says medium, traces, large, etc. And I would then go out and I would map out the farthest reach, the farthest reach, farthest reach, and their farthest reach in all directions, and I would slowly map out. The farthest reach would be maps like that. So I do 1 for farthest out. So 1 for traces or small samples, what I normally do. 2 for medium, and 3 for large, right? So I would normally map out like this, and then I would put a large sample, and whichever large sample was inside at least 3, right? So if it's like this, it's at least 3 in a row. That normally means there's ore underneath. I dig down there. Congratulations, I get ore. What we found was something like this, though, where the ore was right here. And if you notice, right, the actual ore is a lot deeper than before. And it could be a lot more than 3 blocks, or it could be less. Doesn't really matter, right? So what we did is we went and we mapped out all the traces, right? Boom, 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 boom. So we know it's in here somewhere, but if we look anywhere inside here, the most we'll get is traces. So we're as far out as the ore can actually say. So what I do in this situation is I go back to where it was, I dig down. Normally 2 or 3 blocks, and I try this. And normally this gives you something better than traces. From there, I can relatively guess by hitting the rocks like this, right? If I test, let's say I test this one, I'm going to get trace. I test this one, I'm going to get trace, or maybe even nothing. I test this one, I may get medium. I test this one, I may get medium. Well, cool. I know it's somewhere in that area now. So I go and I mine those out, And now I have these ones to test. This may be medium. This may be medium. That may be large. Cool. I know it's in this direction. And I'll keep testing in this direction now until right here it will be large again. And then I'll keep going, keep going, keep going. And right here is back to medium, right? Well, awesome. Now I know that the ore is somewhere between here and here. I just need to dig down. And normally, if you just take the average of those two, the ore is going to be right underneath. Now, does this happen 100% of the time? No, because of ore distributions and whatnot, not everything's a perfect circle in Terraformacraft. And Terraformacraft also just absolutely loves to make everyone and anything angry and hate everything in life, but normally works this way. Okay, so you remember how I said it won't be just 3 blocks, it could be more, it could be less, all that sort of stuff? It was more. A lot more. And to be completely honest, where I used the method that I explained to find this, I don't know how I did. Like, I used the method that I explained just a little bit ago on how to find this. But every single turn I took inside said method would not work. Like, just would not. Looks like I'm going up here. So I just continued said method and was like, I'll find it at some point. I know I will. And I did. Like, I did find it at some point. I knew I would. But it's just, like a lot later. Like, it was weird. It was very weird. But I'm gonna get to the surface. Ooh. And that's why you always move back when there's a cave in. I'm gonna get to the surface, build some supports, and get right back down there and actually, do this right. Because we're not doing a pit mine, we're gonna do a mine. They're a lot easier, especially when you have the resources. And as you can see, I gotta take the long trek all the way back. Should be this one. Well, time to start walking. Okay. I'm not gonna die twice now. Nope, not gonna happen. Got some wolves on me. They're all running. Get out of here, goat. You're gonna die, goat. Got wolves on me now. Still following me? I don't see any movement. I literally thought I saw some bismuth, went to it, and the wolves were there. It was a trap. It was a quickety quicksand. Quickety quicksand! Okay, that's good water. Okay, so I've finally made it back here. Eat some apples. Drink some water. And let's get some bismuth going. Like, finally. I'm back. So let's get some. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna put a support right there so I can try my best to avoid cave-ins as much as possible. Yeah. Come on. Now I'm also gonna need to cut down some more trees to get some more supports because that works, but it's not the best. Yep, so I'll just be mining a little bit, I guess. Okay, so I got more than enough whatchamacallit, bismuth now. So time to head back to base camp. Let's drop off some junk so I can grab what goodies I have in here. I find it funny I'm calling dirt goodies, but yeah, grab the goodies and come on back for the 500-meter walk. It's gonna be another fun little road I have to build. It's gonna be nice. And now that I got the bismuth, I put in the millstone and I mill it. Yep. And I will waste my food and water doing this. Slowly getting that crushed bismuth ore because this can double and sometimes even triple your output. So, or it doesn't seem like I got much. Each of these is one ingot. What I put in was roughly 1.5 ingots. So it does work, just looks like it doesn't. Okay. Time to run. I need to eat and drink also. I kind of forgot to do that real quick. You'd think I would remember, but you. Over here. Where was it? I literally just saw it. There you are. Come on over here. This one says they're familiar with me. We'll have to count sheep afterwards. Come on over here. Come on. Okay, counting sheep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have them all back. Let's go. I have no idea. Like, I was just collecting copper. I look over. I'm like, huh, that's a sheep. I'm missing a sheep. I nearly just walked away. Like, I nearly was just like, what a coincidence. Wait. Yeah. I'm just trying to get all the stuff needed for bismuth bronze right now and make a few ingots of it. Let's see. I need casting. Yep, alloying. So 50 to 60. I'm going to write this down. 50 to 65 copper. 20 to 30. What is that? Zinc. And 10 to 20 biz. So if I want to figure this out, right? Let's take, I have a lot more bismuth, so I'm going to do 20 bismuth. Am I able to put bismuth ore in there? Am I able to put ingots in there? I found a flaw in my system. I am not entirely smart. What do I need for a crucible again? Fire clay bricks. I need colonite. Uh, if I remember correctly, this stuff's actually really hard to find. I messed everything up so quickly. How can I fix this?
So this is months and months later. Quite literally, from last time I filmed was like 4-ish months ago. So I'm not gonna lie, I was a little confused, and I was like, well, in the confusion, I'm gonna watch what I've recorded already as I mine bismuth, and I I think I've mined all the bismuth this mine has to offer. uh, yeah. Also, new mic, so hopefully audio improvement. Y'all gonna have to tell me. So you're gonna have to tell me, hey, mic has improved, or man, this broke guy can't even afford a good mic. Something like that. Something along those lines. I'd prefer if you kept it nice, but you know, to each their own, I guess. Okay, get rid of these, because I no longer have a need to be here. I need to mine some more spellrite. With that, I go here, edit, put done on it, so I know it's there. I know that we have some goodies and whatnot. If I need the phyllite or the granite, I have infrastructure to do that here, but we're going back to base camp for now, and I'm going to get some sphelerite or some zinc together, and with the zinc, we can finally make some bismuth bronze. Let's work on this. I've overthought this like no one's business. I have sphelerite, malachite, and bismuth all in here. Let's do that, and I need to grab some of this over here. Do I have any extras in here? It's been a while. There we go. So basically the easiest way I have found to do this is quite simply find a pie chart calculator, throw all your values in there, and try and equal the values to the closest number you can to like basically 1 or 2 ingots, which is 100 millibuckets or 200 millibuckets or something like that, and play with the percentages in the pie chart thing. It should work that way. Should. So let's see. And look at that, our first bismuth bronze, and I messed up the math. I don't know how. I had... Let's pull out a calculator real quick. Because I honestly, like, if this is just me being stupid, I'm going to start crying. 100 plus 45 plus 35. Yep, I messed up the math. I was stupid. Well, doesn't matter anyways. We got mold to put it in. And another one, because I don't like leaving vessels with stuff inside. I'd much rather have a unfinished ingot. And then just break it. And there we go. We're in the Bronze Age. Now I'm going to immediately heat it up and try and make a pick with this. Which I think I can do on this anvil. No, I can't. I can't do that on this anvil. I am stupid. I need to make a bismuth bronze anvil, or at least a bronze one, a tier 2 to make tier 2 items. Cool. Well, looks like we're making an anvil soon. I need a lot more ingots. And I take a few of these, do that. Bam. Bismuth. And I'm just continuing this on for a while. Wait until that gets very hot. Put another down. Cycle through. I should have anvils relatively soon. Got a lot of snow also to melt too. Just melt the snow with this. Ah, just barely. Come on. Okay. Now, cool down. I love this feature. I actually really love this feature. Oh, I have a convenient crafting table over here somewhere. There it is. And we are in the Bronze Age, like, actual now. Look at that. Throw that over there for now. Because, actually, not that hammer. This one. I'll have to make a copper hammer, or a bismuth bronze hammer next episode. But for now, I hope everyone here had a good morning, evening, night, time of day, rotation around the earth, and advancement in their game. And I'll see you all portside. Bye!